One Voice is currently leading on a project to improve the broadband in Heyborough and Stallingborough, our two local villages. We were first approached by Paul Mannering, who's now a resident of Stallingborough, and he complained of poor speeds in service. We discussed this at the One Voice meeting and decided that it's something as a community engagement group that we should take forward, and so we've decided to put it on our action plan. Today we're meeting with local council officials, people from the voluntary sector and Martin Vickers MP to come up with a way forward.
It's vitally important for businesses. A lot of people work from home now. Young people at the academy here, they want to be studying at home. So it's absolutely vital, and with the prospects for the area in terms of the growth with the offshore renewables sector and so on, more industry being attracted into Immingham and Killingholme in the area. So it's absolutely important that we push forward with this. And what is good about what's happening in Immingham is the fact that all parties are pulling together. I'm pressing the government, you've got One Voice, you've got the council, all involved and all on the same side, and we're all pushing for the same outcome.
We're working collectively. Tom has done a vast amount of work with the One Voice community. They're looking at leafleting. We've got online surveys and all other forms of aspects and communication. You've got a Facebook group going, I believe. And what we need is engagement and inclusion of as many people as possible to get the full picture and help us in our bid to get more broadband inclusion for these rural areas.
It was really encouraging today to see we had North Links council officers, North East Links council officers, we had elected members, community group representatives and the voluntary sector singing from the same hymn sheet without trying to lapse into cliche. Everybody around the table recognises the issues and is genuinely trying to work towards resolving them. We need better broadband coverage for the most rural areas that are not being met currently. We've had an example with the learning exchange for the schools example, fantastic infrastructure and IT that just cannot be maximised and exploited properly yet because the infrastructure and the speeds are just not there.
We already gathered information about families and businesses in the area, but I think it was important then to focus on the education here in the academy and the students that we have to serve in the two villages. We were visited by Steve Chalke, founder of Oasis and CEO of Oasis Community Learning. We wanted to know his views and opinions on how broadband will affect education over the next few years and how it's going to affect students of the Oasis Academy Immingham.
I think that the internet is essential to education right now, let alone in 5 years' time. Oasis has just developed something called the Oasis Zone. By the end of the year, we would have rolled that out in all of our academies, growing number of schools around the UK and around the world. It's an interactive educational platform that allows all of the best educational skills and techniques and work to be shared amongst everyone and anyone in Oasis. It's got all sorts of forums, anything you want to know you can discover. If you're studying a subject or working on a project, you can access what everybody else is doing, not just anywhere else in this country, but anywhere else in the world. Last week, I was in India and I was talking to Oasis India about the Oasis Zone, our virtual learning environment. If you live in villages around here that have dial-up speed or no speed at all, actually you could more participate in Oasis learning if you were sat in Chennai in India than you could here in Lincolnshire, which is ridiculous. I've learned in life that in the end you don't get what you don't fight for. You've really got to get out of bed all together and say, this is our right, this is what we want, this is what we need. We need it for our children, we need it for our businesses, we need it for communication, we need it to be part of the 21st century globalised society. We want to be good citizens. Therefore, we demand, with a smile on our faces, but we demand that these things are available to us now. It's also good business for somebody to provide this for you, because the world's fast changing and it is going to change over the next 5 years and the next 10 years. The company that gets through the door and provides that internet space for you and the speeds that are required, the facilities that are required, this is a good investment. It's not an investment for a year or two. This is an investment for the next century. They should be doing it, and they should build in the capacity for the future.
As you can see, we're really pleased that everybody's coming together to try and improve the broadband for our residents in Hayborough and Stallingborough. Now we'll be approaching BT and Virgin Media to show them that residents do want better broadband and that there is a sound, viable business case for the service in the village. Now, as always, One Voice will be working with the local communities, updating them about our progress and asking for their support. So if any residents do want to support us, please join us on Facebook. That's Improve Hayborough and Stallingboro's Internet. Please like that page, and you can contact us through that, or you can email me at tom@onevoicecommunity.com.